So once saved, always saved. So this is going to be a big one. I don't really care about the peanut gallery in the comments section that are going to argue with me about this. This is my take on it. When it comes to what is called the perseverance of the saints, there has to be a balance because most people don't have a balance with a lot of things today. Tons of things. This is just one of them. When in my testimony, which can be found, people that are new here, it can be found on Touching the Afterlife YouTube channel with Julie, called Prodigal Son. Comes back from Prodigal returns from dark demons of perversion and other platforms. Okay, and I have my testimony down in the videos. What my testimony does is show you the different levels of chastisement before God gives somebody over to what the Bible calls a reprobate mind. Okay, and my personal opinion on things like once saved, always saved is there has to be a balance. You have people out there that teach the other side of the balance, which is you can just say a prayer one time when you're 8 years old, or you even got baptized in some water ritual, and you're saved forever. In 20 years from now, you could be living in sin, you could be in a homosexual relationship, you could be a heroin addict, and you're still saved. No fruit on the tree. Now, a lot of people will argue that they were never saved to begin with. Listen, I know people filled with the baptism of the Holy Spirit, speaking in tongues, that are Satanists now. Does that mean that they can't come back sometime? No. But there has to be a balance, okay? When it comes to this, I believe that when you get the Holy Spirit, you get it as a seed, a very tiny seed. It has to grow, meaning your flesh outpowers that little seed for a long time until you grow in maturity, okay? And at any time, you can choose to go backwards and go, think of it as a light. You have a little bit of light, and it can grow as you keep growing, and you get, you fast, you pray, you do good works, the tree grows. But when you start to sear your conscience, and you keep doing sins rebelliously, that seed can die. In my testimony, I talk about when I had fallen away, I called upon Jesus for a vision of hope. And he gave me a vision that a tree that had grown and it died, okay, which is the parable of the sower. And I believe every believer can go through all 4 stages of that. By the way, that's another teaching for another day. But he in the vision, he brung his hand down and he ripped up that tree by the roots, and he replanted a sapling and a seed, and the tree grew to a beautiful tree. Now, the thing is that all these little arguments of, well, if he went back into sin, then he was never saved to begin with. That's a lie, because I don't care who you are. They're Christians that receive the Holy Spirit. I told you, your flesh outpowers you most of the time.